for me. So I try to do at least 100,000 steps a week, and I need to do more steps today.
Lord.
To get 100. Oh, I only have 4,000 more steps to do before. So I don't think I'll make it this week.
Well, that being said, you know,
Yes.
Andrew Lessman, who, by the way, if you are new to HSN, he is really the gold standard. He makes vitamins in a way no one else does. And in fact, a lot of these things you put on the map. Omegas you're doing in a way that no one else is doing, though, too.
And also, I was just talking to the CEO of the company from whom we get, or from which we get our omegas, from Norway. And I'm hoping to go visit them in the future. But they are responsible for the finest omegas, and that's what we're talking about. Their environmental responsibility, that they only harvest at times when it's not going to affect the spawning of fish or affect fish harvest or anything like that. So we make omegas responsibly. We make sure that the material we get is the finest material you could possibly contemplate putting in your body. That I've always talked about being aware of heavy metals, being aware of organic contaminants. We've always tested all our materials. And also, our omega-3s are natural form. Most of the omega-3s on the market are not natural form. They're in the form of an ethyl ester. Triglycerides are the natural form, the better absorbed form. That's the only way to take omega-3s. Also, the most important of the omega-3s, there's EPA, there's DHA, there's even alpha-linolenic acid. The most important is DHA, but that's the one that's least focused on by the leading brands. All the products you see in stores, they're typically 60% or 2/3 EPA. My product is 60% DHA. We flip it upside down, and that makes a dramatic difference in the cost of making the formula, because we cannot use standard industrial omega-3s because they're natural triglyceride form, and we use more DHA because that's the predominant omega-3 in your brain. 2/3 of your brain is fat, almost all of it DHA, and even higher concentrations of DHA are found in the retina of your eye. So if you care about the omega-3s you're taking, you care about your brain, your heart, your eye, then you have to focus on DHA. And that's why we make our formula entirely different from everyone else.
Well, and honestly, those customer reviews read like a love letter. 4.7 on a fish oil product. There is zero contaminants, zero fishy aftertaste. All you do, because it's part of our monthly special, is choose your size of choice. We've got the 30, the 60, the 180, and the 360. But once more, this pricing, because remember, this is where the pricing goes. So after its special has run its course, this is, I mean, for all intents and purposes, like another Today's Special, because as you see, you can actually double your capsule size for the same as what you'll be spending on the 180 after the special has run its course.
This is by far, other than a Today's Special, by far our best pricing of the year.
For sure.
Our monthly specials have become so popular that it affords us the kind of efficiencies and the kind of economies of production that we get from a Today's Special. So the pricing is almost as good as a Today's Special, and if you're wondering when this will be a Today's Special, likely April or May, somewhere around the springtime of next year. So it's a ways away. So you could enjoy the benefits of this pricing, whether you get the 180 or the 360 size. And you're talking about a product that's made entirely differently. You will not get an upset stomach taking this. You will have absolutely no fishy aftertaste. And what's most compelling about this product are the reviews. And the reviews, I think there's at least a few thousand of them.
Oh, yeah, over 3,500.
And about 95% are positive.
They are.
Probably about 85% are 5-star reviews. So it's a product that it's what I might say about the product in terms of its technical properties or characteristics. Hopefully you assess those things. But in terms of experience, the reviews are truly
stellar.
Incredible. And that's what counts. When you get the product home, is it going to disappoint or is it going to fulfill your expectations?
Absolutely. Time does not permit to get through some of the science, but you know, we used to only talk about heart health, and now when we're talking about eyes and our brain and our stress, but no one makes an omega product like this. So really, if you're gonna bother to spend your money, get your bang for your buck. Get the omega that's gonna make a difference. Speaking of which though, Andrew always listens to you, and by special request, this was something that you had a lot of your friends say, can you do this?
Well, some folks don't eat fish.
Right.
They might have an allergy. They might be